I'm gonna create a video today of how to make these masks with a filter and with a nose bridge. And so it's kind of a kickoff of the Deaconess pattern. So if you have that pattern, then this will be very familiar to you. But I'm just gonna do it step by step and so everybody knows what to do. You can get 3 pieces of material. You cut them all 9 by 6. And so you'll have 3 pieces total. When you would put your, you would normally do it like this, but we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it this way because I want the wrong side to be on the inside of the mask so that you can tell the difference from the inside to the outside. And so I've got my pattern, I've got it set up like this. Now what we want to do is mark this. Now I made mine a little bit bigger, which I probably won't do that on my next batch, but so for right now mine are 6.5, so I'm going to mark it at 3 1/4. Because I'm trying to find my center of this rectangle here. And then I'm gonna just use my tape measure to kind of keep a straight line. And then I'm gonna come up about 2 inches and make a mark. And you do that on both sides. Come up 2 inches and make a mark. And so I know that y'all can't see it, but I can see it well, and if you're sewing it, you'll be able to see it too. So then you just set it into your sewing machine, and I'm gonna come up to my mark. And then I'm gonna back it up. You want it to be really strong right there where they're gonna open and close to put the filter. All right, so that's in the center. Now what you'll do, you can cut these little threads away. If you didn't, it wouldn't be a big deal. They're gonna get buried in there anyway, but I will for these. Okay, so now you open up your squares like this. And so what you'll have is a pattern that looks like this, and then you've got this hole here, and that's gonna be the pocket that goes on the inside of the mask. And so you just kind of flatten that out the best that you can. And then you take your 3rd piece, and that goes right over the top. And you want it to be face down because we're gonna fold this outside in, and then this will be the outside once we get done. So you put that right over the top of it, smooth it down, and then you just pin it. Now from this point, it's the same as that Deaconess pattern. So if you've been doing that, it'll be easy for you. So this, it starts right here, and I'm just gonna work my way down until I get close to the bottom. I think I got a little cattywamped there. And then you put your elastic in for your earpiece. When you go over the top, I always go over a couple times to make sure it's secured well. We're gonna go all the way around, securing our earpieces inside of the inside of the mask. Hung up there. Right away so it doesn't get in my way. And then you're just going to come and meet your line where you started. Now, so this is your mask, and then you're going to bring it right side in. So this is the base of your mask right there. And there's the pocket for them to put the filter. And so we're gonna put this nose piece. Now you can use, what I bought was this 20 gauge is a beading wire, but you can use pipe cleaners, or generally pipe cleaners and these little 20 gauge beading wire is what they're using, or you can use floral wire. And you just stick this in here. I cut about 4 inches or so. I roll the ends to make sure that they're not gonna poke anybody, and so they're all rolled. And I put it right in the center of where I think it is in the center. I kind of just eye it up. And then I'm gonna pin it in place, and I'm gonna create a little pocket for it. Okay, now, just gonna bring it forward a few clicks, and back. I'll try to go back and forth a couple times to make sure we have a good seal on that nose piece. We don't want it moving around. You find the end of it here. Cut away all these little pieces here so they won't be in your way. Okay, now if you want it to be easier, you probably should just go ahead and seal the whole box in, and that way you don't have to worry about it later. Or you can leave it just like it is pinned, and you can just include it when you're sewing around the whole thing. It's up to you. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and box it in completely. Pieces away. Okay. Now for this next part, someone just showed this to me, and I thought this was very clever, and it was really a time saver. So I'm going to do it that way, and hopefully after a few of my own practices, I'll get a lot better at it. But it was a time saver no matter what. So if you'll get your little stitch remover, and you'll put your long end on the bottom, short end on the top, and you can fold in your pleats. And it really has saved me a lot of time in pleat making. So I know a lot of people are ironing them, but y'all, there's a lot of masks to make, and I haven't had time to do that. And so this has made it a lot easier. My plates are in. Go all the way around. It'll be the same thing on this side. A couple stitches in, and then we'll bring this. Gotta do it the opposite way here, I forgot. So, and you kind of just want to eye it, make sure it's about the same. That's one. Come a little bit further down. And then my last one. And we'll bring this around. Now we're gonna sew this twice around. And it's important to sew it around twice because it's gonna make it a really good solid mask, and so it will hold up in a wash and under wear and tear. That is it. So what you'll have, you just cut away all your stuff. And you've got the front mask, and this is the inside mask here. They can put a filter in here, and they can tell the difference from the inside to the outside. And then they've got their little nose piece, and they can, you know, shape it around their face. And that's it. That's how you make it.